It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Well, hello, everybody. My name's Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Coming up on the show, we'll play some games. I'm going to show some maps, weather maps and stuff like that. I'm going to be a regular meteorologist today. I won't. And so we'll talk about the approaching storm, and I've got a top 15 list. The huge, you know. But before we do any of that, I like to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into the live stream chat here and give them phony medals. So let's do that. And let's see if this works. It works! All right, your chat may differ than mine. Maybe different than mine. Come on. Oh my goodness, today's gold medalist, Paul Eichenlaub. Congratulations. It's Joey's World with the silver. And what? Dennis Elghazi with the bronze medal today. It is a different medal stand today, and I love it. Thank you so much for being here. What's going on? Beware of the storm surge along the Gulf Coast. Seek shelter at Walt Disney World. All-Star Sports is $64 tonight. I haven't seen that price anywhere on property in 5 years. The Waldorf Astoria is $224 tonight. Well, thank you, Dennis. As it turns out, things are all right in my neck of the woods. But if you live anywhere near the Gulf Coast, you are recommended to evacuate, and they keep saying this. I watch, the news and the different weather live streams going on. They say when evacuating, you don't have to go all the way to Georgia. You just have to get away from the coast. You just have to seek higher ground. So if it's 10 miles, if it's 5 miles, that'll do. You just, if you live on the coast, if you live on the shore, get out of there, So I hadn't really heard that before. When I had always thought of evacuating, it was, going miles and miles and miles to get away from those gigantic hurricane storms. Well, the reason they tell people to evacuate is to escape the storm surge, which affects the coast. And you don't have to go terribly far to get yourself out of that danger. So, yeah. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of the live streams. And I'm going to talk about it coming up. But I would like to say hi to everybody else that has made their way into the chat today. So Noah, hello to you. And yes, Dennis, it is officially a Category 2 hurricane now, which means it has winds over 100 miles per hour. Pepper Treeville is here. Eric Newman, welcome in. Kathy Hollister, hello to you. Francisco, that's fun to say. I hope you're doing well as well. Mar in Memphis, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Disney Nerd Herders, I hope you guys are well. And I know that you are out of danger. Well, not, yeah, you're, the danger for you has lessened considerably. And I'll explain all of this in a second. Michelle the Quilter, thank you. Hello. Welcome in. Keith, BDF, how are you? More sunshine, please, is here. How about that? Mom and Dad, hello to you. Donna Jaworski, season's greetings. Love Pugs, welcome in. Hope you're safe. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. D&G Explorers, did I say hi to?
Dilly dilly.
Hello, and Dilly Dilly. Still going down. Thanks for stopping by, everybody, whether it's just to see if I'm safe, and I am. Arjons, hello. Thanks. We'll have fun. I like having fun on the live stream, just playing games and whatever. Dreamer Deborah, hello to you. Better not go to a drive-in movie tonight with that storm. True. Even though the eye of the hurricane is about 175 miles off the coast, we're still going to get some storms. We're still going to get rain and strong winds. Yeah, stay home. Hunker down tonight, as they say. Thanks, Deborah. And did I get through? Here we go. Still going. A lot of hellos. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm not terribly good at this, but thank you for being here. Wow. You guys are talkative amongst each other. Surf Bomb, welcome in. There was a new one. All right, let's talk about the storm. It was iffy whether I was going to go live tonight because I didn't know how bad the storm would be. If you're not familiar, there is a hurricane off the shore of Florida. It is a little, I guess, southwest of here in the Gulf of Mexico, about 175 miles out. It's heading, you know what? I've got maps. I'm going to show you what they released at around 5 o'clock today. So I'm going to show you this. This is a map, a terrible map, actually. I can do better than this. This is a map that they came out with around 5 o'clock because every day the National Hurricane Center releases updates at 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock. So and that's AM and PM, every 6 hours. The blue dot is Tampa, near where I am right now. And you can see that pink cone is what they call the cone of uncertainty. And that is a possible path for the storm. The little red icon with the number 2 is where Hurricane Idalia currently is. Cynthia, welcome in. It is traveling north at about 16 miles per hour. It has picked up speed. They said it was going to strengthen in the really warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and it has. It is expected to become a Category 3 hurricane before it makes landfall up by the Big Bend area of the state of Florida. And as you can see, we here in central Florida are not in danger of the eye of the hurricane coming over our homes. Surfer Girl, hello to you. I hope you're well. Now, I've got other maps. They have what are called spaghetti models. That's what this is. This is from weather.com, and it looks better than what I just had. I don't remember where that one was from. I think that was weather.com as well. Anyway, they call this the spaghetti models because they take different computer projections and they put them all together. All those colorful lines are the paths that all of those different programs have predicted this storm will go. And you can see that it looks like it's going right over Tallahassee, which is currently where the boy is on in the campus of Florida State University. And okay. But so those are the spaghetti models. But can I go back to that map before? You can see where the National Hurricane Center has their cone a bit east of where all those spaghetti models have the hurricane going. And I don't know why they did that. I thought they made their cone using the data from all the spaghetti models, which, like, the center of all those models has the storm going right over Tallahassee. But the cone east of Tallahassee. And I don't know why they're not changing the projected path of the cone. Tallahassee is no longer in that cone, so they're not going to get the eye of the hurricane. Dab Builds, welcome in. Rachel is also here. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're just talking about the hurricane that's in the Gulf of Mexico. I think the Gulf of Mexico is that way. Anyway, it was iffy whether I was going to go live because I didn't know how much it would be storming right now. And as it turns out, not at all. Now, I set up a camera pointing outside to show you the storm. If it were storming, it's not storming. I still have the camera set up. Samantha Lowe, welcome in. All right, so where is it? Here we go. Here's Jim's Storm Cam. And that is live. And, neighbor kids are out. Okay, so I thought that tree would be whipping around. I thought it would be raining on and off a little bit harder at times than others. I thought I'd show you guys that. And perhaps rain will be on its way before the end of this live stream, but it's not here now. So I've got pictures of maps. I'll show you some other maps that I've been watching for the last 36 hours. I don't know what that was. Here is the storm surge forecast. Now, this is also from weather.com, the Weather Channel. They're expecting, and you can see along the coast, it's color-coded, and they've got, say, down near Fort Myers, they're expecting a storm surge of 2 to 4 feet, and that's where the water is pushed into the state of Florida there. And north of that, up by Tampa, anywhere from 4 to 9 feet. And I understand they're expecting, with the motion of the hurricane and how it spins in a counterclockwise fashion, they're expecting water to be pushed right into Tampa Bay. And so they are expecting a storm surge. And anywhere from, they kept saying 4 to 7 feet. That's really the first time I saw the 6 to 9 feet. And because the storm shifted a bit west, I'm guessing maybe the 4 to 7 feet. They say expect the worst, hope for the best. Now, up where the storm may make landfall, you can see that purple area, storm surge of 10 to 15 feet, and that's a lot. But, after 5 feet, It's all the same. It's bad. So, yeah. Now, Tallahassee's not on the coast, so the boy should be all right. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost power up there. Now, they did call classes at Florida State University at noon today. They had classes up until noon, and then they canceled them. And then tomorrow, all classes have been canceled. Here in our school district where I teach, they had yesterday called days off for today and tomorrow. As it turns out, and this is the best case scenario, and it's my favorite part of hurricane season, when they call off work and we get none of the danger. Do you know what I mean? So we get the days off, and they're built into the school schedule. So we don't have to make it up, not yet anyway. But these 2 days, we don't have to make it up. We get them off, and it looks like we're going to get some strong winds, maybe not even tropical storm forced winds, maybe, but certainly not hurricane force winds, which is fantastic. Yeah. So the days off without the danger and hopefully no damage and all of that. So Mar asks, wondering if the boy would come home, and no. If he wanted to, he certainly could, but he doesn't want to. They're going to have a blast up there. Again, Tallahassee's in the middle of the Panhandle, so they're not near the coast. The storm should weaken, and Tallahassee is projected to be west of the path of the hurricane. And you, ideally, if you're going to be near the hurricane, you would rather be west of the hurricane than east of the hurricane. Let me show you this map again. And so there's the storm down there, and you can see east of the eye of the hurricane, much more activity, and it's always like that. And I'm not a meteorologist, so I can't answer every question. But it's always, and I guess it would be, the hurricane right now is in the Gulf of Mexico, and it is being fed by the warm waters in the Gulf. So those storms are coming into the state and whipping everybody in its path. Now, it will weaken when it hits land, at least the eye. Once the eye hits land, the whole storm will weaken. But I would imagine that maybe the east side of the hurricane is worst because it is being fed. I don't even know. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to stop talking like I know what I'm talking about. I don't really. Here's another map. This is current water temperatures. I don't remember a year where the Gulf waters have been warmer. We went to Anna Maria Island a couple of weeks ago, and we were in the water. That's down by Bradenton, and the water was so warm. It was ridiculous. It's great for swimmers, I suppose, but it's not great for those fearing hurricanes, because the warmer the water, the more it's going to feed these giant storms. So look at those water temperatures. 84 down by the Keys, 85 up by the Big Bend area. I thought I saw a map that showed a 90-degree temperature, which I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know. I occasionally play one. I'm playing one right now on YouTube. That's right. Charlie asks, do hurricanes spin in the opposite direction below the equator? I don't know, but I'm going to answer that as if I do. Yes. Now, that could be totally wrong, but yeah, I doubt it. I think it's they spin. What if it crosses if it's spinning one way and then it crosses the equator? Does it reverse? No, I think they always spin the same way. Now, okay, here we go. If you're just joining us, welcome in. And we are just talking about Hurricane Idalia, which is now a Category 2 hurricane. But at the 5 o'clock update, they had shown us that the path of the storm, and the storm itself had shifted a tiny bit to the west, which is great for the Tampa Bay area, and perhaps not so great for those in the Panhandle. From north to Neverland, welcome in. Our cruise stops in Port Canaveral next week on Wednesday. I guess the water will be warm. Well, I honestly don't know about the Atlantic Ocean, but the Gulf of Mexico is certainly warmer than I've ever experienced. You know what? I have videos too. Where are my videos? I have an app on my phone, and it's from NOAA, the National Weather, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what NOAA stands for. And not our medal-winning NOAA here in the chat. This is from... Let's see. Yes. Oh, it doesn't cover. You can still see. This is the app on my phone, and you can see I sped it up a bit. This is from about 6 o'clock, and you can see the storm doing its counterclockwise spin. Now, we may get... and I put 2 pins on the map of Florida there. One is Walt Disney World right there in Central Florida, and the other one is closer to where we are right now. And you can see where we might get some outer band activity here in this area, but who's to say? Are they going to get a worse brunt of this storm in Orlando than we are here in Tampa? I don't know. That seems to happen a lot. I don't really know. It's all very interesting, and it's all changes all the time. So even though the National Hurricane Center releases something every 6 hours at 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock a.m. and p.m. Oh, Keith! There are updates throughout the day by other entities. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It's a division of the U.S. Department of Commerce. Really, I didn't have to pay for the app. Oh well, thanks, thank you, Keith. And they have a number of apps, but the one I have is called Weather Radar. I think I don't know. No. This channel? Absolutely. What else? Oh, I have the pictures we took earlier. Now, it's funny because if you look at my storm cam right now, there's nothing going on. But we were out on the road around 2:30 today. No. Around 2 o'clock. We got home at about 2:30, and it started to rain. So right before that, we were out and about, and we took some pictures. As I was driving, my wife took some pictures of the sky. That's not at all what I wanted. This is what I want. Okay, here. So this is the parking lot of the Winn-Dixie. And you can see the sky. There was some activity there. It's not like that right now. What are you going to do? On the road, here's a cool one. And we've got this. So you could see, and you could really see the clouds moving quickly there. They were low, and Like, uh-oh, here we go. And no doubt, 3 minutes later, it started raining. So we got our first rain from the storm at 2:30 today, but it only lasted a couple minutes, and it hasn't rained since. Not that it won't start up again. I expect winds and rain tonight. That's what they say in the middle of the night, say 2, 3 o'clock maybe sooner. There we are in the grocery store parking lot again. And there's another one. But then that went away, thankfully. So, yeah. Oh, what is Donna saying? Noah has a good app, and I have an app called it's called Tornado that will keep track and alert you of any tornadic activity in the area. That came in handy when I lived in Oklahoma. I'll bet. Now that's the danger. That's the real danger here now. Even though the storm has moved west and we're not going to get the brunt of it, those outer bands can wreak havoc in terms of tornadoes. So that's the danger there. So we're not out of the woods in terms of weather-related danger, but hurricane danger, well, it's all the same, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just babbling, aren't I? Yes, I am. What now? I'm sure I had something else. Let's see. Okay, so they are expecting... I'll go back to the one of the maps here. There's a fly in here. Shoo, fly. They are expecting the hurricane to make landfall around 8 a.m. in the Big Bend area. You can see the cone there. So it's going to... And they say the St. Mark's area, which is pretty much due south of Tallahassee, I think. So there's that map. Does this one show? No. So, but you can see Tallahassee a bit better there. It's just to the west of where the cone is, that pink area on the map. So, yeah, 8 a.m. it should make landfall, somewhere around there. Let's see. So my top 15 list will be about hurricane prep, I suppose. But one thing I wanted to show you is that, and I don't have our whole hurricane kit here with me, but we are encouraged in this area to have a hurricane kit. Man, I am adding a lot of unnecessary letters to the ends of many words today. Some of the things we have in our kit are batteries. We have a flashlight in there. Stuff like that. This, I don't know if I ever showed this. Maybe I showed this last year. This is, you could blow this up. I don't know where it's from, except my mother-in-law, Sebastian the Crab. Welcome in. How you doing? This is a solar-powered lantern, and this came in super handy last year. We lost our power for 60 hours last year. And at night, these things would come in extremely handy. We have 3 of these. So you can hang them. You can just set them down. And there is a little LED in there. See? And, man, these were handy. And it's adjustable. And apparently waterproof because we had these out in the backyard charging under the sun. And when we got home, 30 seconds after we pulled into the garage, it started raining quite hard. And these were still outside. Turns out they're waterproof too, or I guess. Yeah, so those are great. I don't exactly know where those are from. Mar asks, great question. We don't have basements or cellars here, so where do you go if a tornado is spotted? If there's a tornado warning in the area, what do you do? And yes, growing up, I had a basement, and when there was a tornado warning in our area, we would head to the basement. Well, there are no basements here in Florida, so they advise people to go into the inner topmost room of their house and away from windows and doors if you can, and stay there. It's the best you can do. Don't go upstairs. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome in. Looks like you've got big news today. Seiyou Films, hello. Welcome. Now, we have a... years ago, there was a storm, and we put the kids, when they were much smaller, in a closet, a walk-in closet, and we decked it out with blankets and pillows and iPads, and they went in there for a bit during a hurricane. I don't know if that was specifically a tornado, but same danger. The danger is equal, maybe. Now, tornadoes are scary because they can come on like that, and really not much warning. You're lucky if you get warning of a tornado in your area. Hurricanes are different. We've had many days of warning that this was approaching, which in terms of natural disasters, that's a great thing, because we know it's on the way. We can prepare for that. The people in Maui with the wildfires, that came on fast for them. Tornadoes come on super fast for people. Earthquakes are immediate, but hurricanes, there's some warning there. Even though this one developed not too far south of where it is now, we had a few days to prepare. My school district had a few days to monitor and then make the call. Okay, it's close enough. The danger is real enough where we're going to call class for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's a nice, that's a silver lining, I suppose. What was I going to say? Oh, another thing I have is I was gifted a few years ago some power tools and their associated batteries, because they were all cordless power tools. So I have the batteries for these power tools, and they're interchangeable, and they have a bunch of different tools in this tool line. Well, they also have fans that you can power with these same batteries, and lights. And I purchased a fan last year. We had it. Came in handy during the power outage. Although the weather got a lot more mild after the storm, it wasn't as hot. But the fan is nice. And the lights, I'll show you one. It's this one. It is battery powered. And for as long as the battery lasts, this is one of the lights we have, and you can adjust which part of the light you want, if not all of it, and bend it down. This particular light we use for doing crossword puzzles. So I've got, of the two parts of this light, I keep this one lit, bend it over this way, and hold it above the puzzle that we're working on for max illumination. Oh. So we've got this in our hurricane kit as well. They suggest maybe some like sheet plastic or other things, candles. We have matches, lighters. We have a emergency food kit, and I'll talk about that during my top 15 list, actually. From North to Neverland. Have any of you ever left Florida because of a storm? No, As a matter of fact, well, we don't live near the coast, so, we're in eastern Hillsborough County. Tampa is in Hillsborough County. Tampa being on the bay itself, so it's the west part of the county. We're on the east part, not near the bay. So we usually hunker down, and near the start of the show, I had mentioned that newscasters are saying, to evacuate those in the evacuation area, you don't have to jump from state to state. You can just go inland a few miles and escape the storm surge. That's what that's all about. So no, never left Florida because of a storm. But a great question, because I used to think, well, that storm looks so huge. Look at that. That's almost as big as the state. But as long as you're away from the coast, and the eye of the hurricane certainly has the strongest winds. So right now we don't have to worry about evacuating, and certainly not evacuating to another state. But so luckily, yeah, we have a Maglite in the hurricane kit with some batteries. Although, man, it's old. I prefer the LED flashlights now, and the light I showed you is LED as well. 950 lumens. That sounds impressive. What else? Oh, hey, let's play a game. I know it's already 7:34, but I think we should play a game. Let's play Chrono Photo. And then I'll do my top 15 list real quick. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I investigated this first picture before the live stream. Oh, by the way, let's just take a look at Storm Cam really quick. I haven't heard anything, but I don't... let's see. Yeah, okay, lights are starting to come on. Oh, do I see a palm frond blowing in the wind? Okay, something. Oh, well. I had high hopes for the storm cam. But I'm glad we don't have a storm. Anyway, let me go to Chrono Photo. Okay, if you're new to the live stream here, we play this game every week. We've been playing it, and it's a lot of fun. Chrono Photo, they're going to show us 5 pictures, and for each picture, we have to guess in which year the photo was taken. Down at the bottom of the screen, we have a slider, and this is where we place our guess. And the earliest a photo would be the year 1900, and the most recent a photo is last year, 2022. So let's take a look here. Now, I said I didn't cheat. I got a head start on this one because I had extra time. I thought I was going to have to do more storm prep and whatnot, and I didn't. So here we go. This, although it's already 7:38. Okay. This, I believe, is Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And it's some festival of some sort. And there are vendors. There are booths with tents. Sephora. That's upscale, isn't it? Lyft is another vendor there. The reason I believe this is in Vancouver is because two of these companies, you see this one right in the middle of the picture here? It says Evo, that tent. It says Evo. That is some sort of car sharing company in Vancouver. And there is another, see that tent there? In the bottom right, it says the Ready Commitment. That is something from another Vancouver company. And there's another sponsor. Okay. I did look up. Is this cheating? I looked up when this company was founded. And I'm just going to tell you, and this will be a hint for you. I don't know the answer, but I will tell you this company, Evo, was founded in 2015. So this is assuming this Evo was up and running at the time of this shindig. It's got to be 2015 or later. I think they're still a company. What else? We can look at what people are wearing. I see people on cell phones, of course. Well, we know it's at least 2015. Maybe it's 2014. Maybe Evo is just getting the word out on their upcoming launch or something. So I'm going to zoom all the way out on this picture and go to the chat. And let's see here. Okay. Rachel says 2017. Paul says 2015. Noah, 2012. That's before I gave the hint. 2019, says Marlene. Hi, Marlene. PTV says 2017. Keith says count out 2020 and 2021. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go with Marlene's guess. 2019. I like it. There is a fly here, and he's slow moving like he's on his last legs here, but he's buzzing me right now. All right, so 2019. Survey says. Whoa! Marlene, well done. We get 1,000 points for that out of a possible 1,000 because we hit the bullseye with that one. Let's go to the next one. Great job. Okay, this one's going to be more difficult. The black and white photos always are. Now, is this a black and white photo before color photography, or is this just a black and white photo because it's from a news organization and they only used black and white photos because they only dealt with newspapers or something? I don't know. Don't know what I'm talking about. How about his shoes? When did these come out? It looks like the site of some rough times going on. Everybody has the same mustache and weaponry. I don't know what's going on here. Bus has seen better days. I don't know. Is this from some event that somebody can easily recognize? I'm guessing, if I had to guess, and I do have to guess, that's how the game is played. Late 70s? I don't know. I really don't know. So I turn to the chat, and I see that Ben... No. Oh, hi, Ben. Ben's here. Noah says 1945. Keith says either 68 or 69. Oh, that's a 68 or 69 Toyota. Really? Okay. Seo Films, by the clothing of the bus driver, looks like 50s or 60s. Interesting. Yeah, it does look like a gasoline attendant from Back to the Future. You know what I'm talking about. Rachel says 84. Paul says 89. Marlene says 88. Donna says 73. Donna likes to put the question marks afterwards, but I dig it. No, I like saying it. 73. Ben says 77. From North to Neverland, 74. Michelle is saying, telling Ben she bought more Pringles. Yes, Ben, the king of the Pringle taste testing. Ben says, looks like the 70s. Michelle the Quilter says 74. Yeah. I think it only matters what one person guesses. Marlene, did you guess? Did I miss it? I don't see it. She says 88. That's right. That's right. I did see that. You know what? Let's go for it. 88. What? That is crazy. You are the world champion at this. All right, everybody, you can sit this one out. Marlene's got it. Okay, this should be easier. Is Joey watching? Certainly he knows when this happened. This is Dennis Rodman diving for a ball heading out of bounds. Full extension. Look at that. Now, I don't know. I don't remember when this took place. If this is one of their championship runs, and they won 6 championships, and I don't know which ones Dennis Rodman was a part of or was not a part of, but I'm guessing it was somewhere from 91 to 93. Those were their first 3 championships. And then 95 to 97? I'm not sure. So I'm waiting for what It's Joey's World has to say. If they're still here, I hope so, because this seems like a slam dunk for them. Pun intended. But let me look at the chat. How's my stream going? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. I think I caught it. Donna says 94. Charlie says 96. Marlene says 92, so you know what I'm going with, but let's see what everybody else says. Paul says 95. Surfbum 97. Noah says 94. Donna, I do not want you to abandon your question mark. Please continue it, because it mixes it up how I say it. Keith says between 91 and 95. From North to Neverland, 95. 94 for Rachel. Chris says 97. Ben says 97. Surfbum says it was 97. Ben says Google says 97. Let's not waste any more time. It was 97. Folks, we just bowled a turkey. We have 3,000 out of a possible 3,000 points. We've never had a better game. Oh, no. All right. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Okay. This kind of looks like a picture where somebody puts his own face on everybody in the picture. Those first 2 people in the front there, front right, kind of looks similar. Anyway, the girl in the second row looks a little bit like Matthew Stafford, but let's move on. What can we glean from this? We've got... Well, they are just... If looks could kill... All right. Not a great school. Nobody's happy here. Again, the earliest our guess can be is the year 1900. Well, some of them are reading. Some of them are doing the work. The school marm in the back, you can't see it. She's holding a ruler. She's waiting to hit somebody. The pictures... Is that Rembrandt? I'm not sure. I don't know who that is. Are those newspapers on the wall? No. I can't tell anyway. Oh boy. Okay, I see a watch. Does that help? This is before distance learning as I know it. This one's tough, but it's early. It's pre-World War II, certainly. It is, I would imagine, before the 1920s. Just a guess. I wasn't there. I'm going to check with Marlene. Okay. Let's go. All right. Donna says 1912. Timothy Rainwaters, welcome in. Play this game with us. We're trying to guess in which year this picture was taken. Keith says 1912 also. Oh. Paul says 23. Noah says 21. Marlene says 1917. Nerd Herders say 1929. Again, Marlene says 1917. PTV says 1912. Rachel says 1908. Yes, no laptops, Paul. From North to Neverland, 1910. Anne of Green Gables vibes. That's a great call. Timothy Rainwater says 1909. That's right there as well. Yes. Is this Prince Edward Island? I know a little bit about Anne of Green Gables. Not much, but a little bit. I would be silly not to go with what Marlene is guessing. And that was, where did it go? I lost it. 1917. You got it. Even if it's 1997, I don't care. I've got to go. I would be silly not to go with Marlene's guess. Here we go. 1917. Survey says. 1905. Okay. That's tough. Those pictures are really tough. 1905. Who had the closest one? Somebody said 1909. Rachel said 08. We are still doing fantastically well. Let's move on to our final picture. Man, come on. I'm not mad. All right, so this is Samuel Clemens taking a dip, watching the steamboats go by the mighty Mississippi. I don't know what's going on here, but this appears to be around the same time, if you ask me. Look at those boots. Oh, man. Place your bets, everybody. We're not betting. Keith says 1900 right off the bat. Yes, why not? This looks like an old, dingy photograph. Look at the discoloration, the graininess, I see a fingerprint in the corner, upper left. So it's perhaps a small picture as well. Not that this is telling us anything about when this was taken, but I don't see any ski-doos, so that's a clue. Parasailing? It's a steamboat, right? Man, I don't even know. But here we go. Paul says 1920. Noah says 1902. Rachel with 1935. Donna says 1924. My parents say 1923. Go to the boats. Oh, the other, wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, I don't know much about boats, but hopefully this helps you. Marlene says 1918. Charlie says, 1920. Surf Bum 33. North of Neverland 1915. Arjan says 1909. Timothy Rainwater's 1915. Surf Bum asked me to go to the boats. I did. I don't know if this helped John or not. I'm going to go 1910. Just, I don't have any great reason why. Oh. Survey says, man, 1934. Rachel said 35. Rachel, you picked up the slack. You know what? We started out on fire, and we really fizzled out there. No worries. I had a blast. I enjoy playing this game with all of you. 3,200 points. That was a lot. That, even though it wasn't our highest score, that may have been the most fun I had playing that game. All right, let's take an intermission, a really late intermission, then a super quick top 15 list. All right, so this is the last call. I'll be back.
Last call for refreshments, folks. Go right this second to get something good to eat and drink to enjoy now or during the rest of the show. The finest quality ingredients are in the fixins of the delicious foods you'll find waiting to tempt your appetite at the snack bar. Extra special good hamburgers, wonderful donuts, ice cold thirst-quenching drinks. Pizza generously sliced, steaming hot, fresh coffee, ice cream in many flavors. It's showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
Back to Storm Cam, and you can see it's getting dark, but it has not yet rained here. So that's good. And the wind, no winds yet, but perhaps on the way. All right. I was doing a lot of running around today and prepping for the storm, which luckily it seems like we're not going to get the worst of it. But so I had to steal somebody else's top 15 list. So as it turns out, tasteofhome.com had a top 15 list of their own called Foods to Stock Up On Before a Hurricane Hits. So I'm going to run through this real quick. By the way, can somebody let me know if Mouse Talk is live tonight from home, or maybe they're not live at all? If they are, and they're not live yet, they'll probably be live at 8 p.m. So, yes. Oh, Timothy got a chili dog. Good call. I went with popcorn. All right, so there are a number of things. If you're in the path of a hurricane, you get hit by a hurricane, your power's out, you've got to keep that in mind. Perhaps the stores in the area won't have power either, so you've got to gather things to have on hand so that you're ready in the event of a prolonged bit of power outage-ness. So here we go. This is what they're talking about. Number 15 on their list was dry cereal. I get that. Now, am I supposed to eat that without milk? Because I'm not an animal. Number 14 on their list was fruit juice. Now, the fruit juice I have now is tart cherry juice because it helps with gout. I mentioned this last week. Otherwise, it's just full of sugar. So I don't know about that one. Number 13, whole grain bread. Bread, yes, good call there. You can do so much with bread, including add some of the other things that are on this list. Number 12, pet food. No, I don't have a pet. You want me to eat pet food? There's other stuff at the store that it's going to work just fine for me. I'm kidding. That's for people with pets, of course. Number 11, canned vegetables. Yes. Solid. Makes sense. Non-perishable. I guess we need a can opener too. All right, let me put that on the list. Moving on, number 10 on their list, packaged tuna. Again, there's a I used to love tuna. I don't eat it anymore. For a few reasons. One of them being it's not always safe, you know what I mean? And it's just I don't eat fish anymore. But so we're not going to go with that. But that's actually a good call for those that do eat tuna. You know, it's it can be shelf stable for a long, long time. All right. Number 9, trail mix. Good call. You've got your sweet and your salty right there. Doesn't have to be refrigerated. Although if your AC's out, those M&Ms are going to melt. I know they melt in your mouth, not in your hands. That's not always true. Okay. Number 8, dried fruit. Again, we have this. I'm on board. Absolutely. That's a great call. And I've got dried cherries right now. We have dried mango from Trader Joe's. I should put this up. Although the show's almost over. Where is Walt was live this morning. Thank you, Donna. Okay, probably wanted to get in a stream before the storm or something. Yes, it's a Mercury thing. That's right, Surfbum. I can't think right now. Jonathan Chong, how are you doing? Good to see you. Surfer Girl says, I always stock up on Vienna sausages, I assume you're saying, and tuna and lots of peanut butter and bread. Bread was already on the list. Peanut butter coming up. Crackers, like the bread, I bought oyster crackers to go with another thing that's going to be on this list. But they suggested crackers, putting on, as you say, peanut butter on the crackers for a nice snack or something like that. Number 6 on their list, granola or energy bars. Yes, prepackaged, transportable. Say you're evacuating, whatever. Anyway, that makes sense to me. That's a good one. Number 5, peanut butter. Just talked about it. Yes, good call. Number 4, powdered milk. I'm not going to go dairy, so I'm going to avoid this one. I'm sure they had a great reason for it. They did have... I put the link where I got this list. It's in the description for this live stream. And I didn't read the reasons why the things were on this list. But I'm going to read the one about powdered milk. Let's see what they say. Oh, I can't read it. It's all... Oh, there we go. Powdered milk is a great source of protein, calcium, and vitamin D during a natural disaster. Shelf-stable, non-dairy milk, such as almond milk, is also great to have on hand. For more dairy-free options, don't miss our list. And they got a list. Okay, I see what they're doing there. What's next here? Number 3, canned soup. That's why I bought the oyster crackers. Got a lot of soup. When we lost power for 60 hours last year, we did soup on the grill, our propane grill, and it worked just fine. We also made coffee on the grill. Wasn't as great, but it was nice to have coffee. We felt human again. Number 2, emergency food supply. I feel I need to, you might not understand what that is, but like places like Costco sell 5-gallon buckets of emergency food supplies, and it's sealed and it's packaged and it has like 300 meals in it, and so that makes sense. Yeah, an emergency food supply bucket, and we have one. I forgot to take it out, but it's heavy, and it lasts for. It says it has a shelf life of 25 years, and I think ours is coming up to that. We've never cracked it open, but lots of add water to stuff. I think I don't even know. Rice, a water filtration thing is in there. So number 1 on the list, bottled water. We always make sure we have bottled water for impending storms and stuff like that. One more look at the storm cam. Oh, you can see the reflection in my window where I have the camera pointing out now. That's funny. Okay. All right. Well, that's the show for today. I'll be back next week with another one, and I want to thank everybody for joining me. It looks like we're going to be okay again. The storm is there, so we're going to get some outer band activity. We got to be careful of tornadoes and stuff like that, but the eye is well west of us, so that's a good thing for our area. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week with another show, hopefully, and it'll be right after Labor Day. That's right. But until then, thank you, everybody, and good night.
It's
That was the wrong thing. Sorry, I played the wrong thing.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.